Okay, good afternoon and welcome to another episode of It's Your Money. I'm your host, Antonio Sturgis, and let's jump right into it. But before we do, disclaimer, I'm not your attorney, I'm not your CPA, I'm not your financial planner, and I'm not your accountant. Don't listen to me because you'll lose everything, and whatever I say is not correct. Withstanding that, I reported a couple days ago that because of the massive infrastructure bill, $31 billion of COVID disaster loan programs are being rescinded. What does that mean for you? It means the following. $20 billion was allocated for the EIDL grant program. Of that $20 billion, $17.6 billion has been rescinded, leaving a little under $3 billion left for the EIDL grant program. However, you have to subtract the individuals that have already received the EIDL grant, and that's what's left. According to this article right here, right now, $2.6 billion has been allocated to 1,400,000 business owners. I believe there was like 3 million applications. So 3 million applications and only 1,400,000 people have received the grant. Problem number one, if there's a little under $3 billion left and $2.6 billion has already gone out, that should tell you how much money is left. So the question people are asking me, will you get the grant? Honestly, I don't know. Gut feeling, some of you that have been approved at the moment, you may possibly get the grant. My gut feeling is, unfortunately and sadly, I think they're going to send out one of these Sunday night late emails that says, hey, small business, we're screwing you. The targeted EIDL advanced grant program has ended, and they're going to blame it on this massive infrastructure bill program. So that's the grant. Also, you have the ERTC tax credit. If you applied for the grant, if you qualified for that, you'll qualify for the ERTC tax credit if you have at least one employee. That was a tax credit up to $7,000 per employee. That was supposed to go until January 1st, 2022. They decided to say, screw you, we're going to end it October 1st. So if you have employees and you qualified for the grant, you have a 30% reduction in income, go to your accountant or CPA and apply now. I left a link below for the people that we went through. Fill it out. They'll call you, help you fill it out. There's no charge. Get your money. Let's go to the EIDL loan. Now, there's supposed to be two infrastructure bills. Infrastructure Bill 1, which is supposed to address roads, bridges, highways, transportation, broadband, blah, 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 blah. Infrastructure Bill 2, which is supposed to be the infrastructure of people. I'm assuming healthcare, childcare, pick a program, any program, housing, blah, blah, blah. I think in order to get money for that program, Infrastructure 1 and 2, they're going to take away from the EIDL loan. That's what I believe in my gut. So the summary is, small business gets screwed again. And the irony is, I can just remember all of these politicians saying, oh, we love small business. We're here for our small business. Let's help our small business. Yes, they have just helped small business down the freaking tubes. As usual, big business wins over and over and over again. Ironically, the targeted EIDL Advanced Grant Program was supposed to be helping low-income communities, low-income businesses, women, minorities, blah, 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 blah. So you create the program for that sector, and then you take it away. So, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. You cannot make this stuff up. And it's just a moral disgrace. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I don't even know what to say. But despite that, I would continue business as usual, continue to fight, continue to keep going on until you finally get that blow that it's just not happening anymore. Also, if you got a PPP loan, the PPP portal is now active. The PPP portal is now active. You can get your loan forgiveness. You don't have to go through your lender. You can go through the SBA. Some lenders aren't participating, but most are. We went through Fountainhead, a little small fintech bootleg company. So they're going, if you got your financing through Fountainhead, they are participating in the SBA portal. Go there, get your loan forgiveness, and, go from there. But this is discouraging news. But again, keep your head up, keep the faith. I just want to point something out in the last couple of minutes. If you see right here, Progressive C blueprint for next fight and an eviction win. And this is for the small business, the mom and pop business. If you're listening right now, I have a full-time job, and I have multiple small businesses that I do on the side. You have to be doing different things these days. But if you're like a gig worker or independent contractor or a small business, you do something on the side, I'm going to give you 2 recommendations. And I'm going to talk about this in other videos. 2 recommendations. Number 1, get your real estate license. Number 2, get your life and health insurance license. Get both of those licenses. They will help you generate income, extra income in the future. You can still do what whatever you're doing, whatever your primary job or your primary source of income, still do those. But again, I have a full-time job, and I do different things on the side. I do real estate, and I do life and health insurance. Now, I'm not doing it full-time. I get referrals. Someone calls me up, say, "Hey, Antonio, I know someone that wants to buy a house." Or, "Hey, Antonio, I need someone. I know someone that wants to get a death benefit policy." And again, it brings me $20,000 to $30,000 extra income a year, in addition to everything else I do. So I'll talk about that more, but in the videos to come. But I'm recommending, and I say this because we are going to have a housing crisis in America. It's coming. And a lot of people don't study finance. They don't understand it. But again, right now people are buying homes because the interest rates are low. The Federal Reserve has interest rates at 0%. That's unheard of. Now, I know a lot of you don't understand finance, but they're at 0%. They're talking about they may have to go negative. So not to get into finance, but eventually, between all the spending, between all the deficits, and America's broke, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we're going to owe about $30-something trillion before the end of the year. If you add on Medicaid, Medicare, and other Social Security and all that, we're probably close to $200 trillion. Other obligations, which we will never pay back. No one talks about that. We're never going to pay that back. So when interest rates rise, when reality comes in our economy, when the real stock market manifests itself, there's going to be foreclosures. It's inevitable. So, and what's going on now as far as the housing market across the land? You have individuals going in looking at houses, but now you have corporations that are going into neighborhoods and putting bids on all the houses. They're just buying up all the houses. And their goal is, see, a lot of people think there's money in flipping real estate, buying low and then fixing up and selling high. No, the real money is owning the property and then renting them out. The tax advantages, the tax credits, the appreciation, depreciation, all of that stuff. So you're going to be in a situation where you need licensed real estate agents that can go out and show rental properties, show houses for rent. So if you have suppose you're a, I don't know, Uber driver. You're driving Uber. It's quiet. You get a phone call from a bank. Hey, can you go show this property? You go show the property. You rent it. You get a commission. You have to do different things. You have to do different things. So we'll talk about that more. But look into it. If you're not doing it, get a real estate license. Get an insurance license. Still maintain your primary income. But you can do these things on the side. For example, let's suppose you live in Arizona or California and you're an Uber driver, for example. I don't know. And you sell a house that cost $1 million. And you get a commission from that. If you just did one a year, it's worth it. So we'll talk more about that in other videos to come. But that's the update in reference to the EIDL grant. Tragically, and it is what it is. See you in the next video. God bless. And remember, keep the faith. Remember, you walk by faith, not by sight. We'll see you on the next video. God bless.